Over 320 brand new gallons of aquariums and over 70 fish. Let's open Dave's Rare Fish. Oh yeah, guess who's here? Whoop, fish. Let's go get them bad boys. No, don't hit the box. No. Are you excited? Oh, you love them? You haven't even seen them yet. Whoa. You ready to open them? Oh, you're kissing the fishy? Are you ready? Give the number one. Boom. So here we have some brand new fish. All right, here we go, a fresh unboxing. The box has not been opened before. The look on Liam's face when these came in was amazing. Okay, you ready? Get that out of your mouth, man. All right, here, put that over there. So Dave does a tight security job in terms of packing. And so, very, very organized. Gives you his card. Don't use the net yet. Here, hold the card. And then he gives you your invoices, which is really nice. Most guys do this, but it shows you just exactly what fish were sent. Maybe he didn't have the fish, so that's really cool. So inside this box, Cyprichromis dwarf jumbo kigoma, Paracyprichromis nigropinis, Altolamprologus compressiceps imbita, Neolamprologus lelupe Carlani Island, Lamprologus ocellatus gold, and some awesome tropheus and a dinner fish. Liam is ready. Got your heat pack, nicely done here, good job. And then I've got this massive bag, which this is actually a cool way to do things. Yeah. He puts it in the styrofoam just like, you know, most do. And he puts everything in a big bag, but also in their own individual bags. So let's get to that. I actually really like this idea. Yeah, it may be one extra step, but it also prevents any water that leaks out of a double bag or a single bag, depending on how they do it, into the box and causing any issues. So here are the these are the nigropinis, I believe. Man, they're already really big, which is super great. Awesome stuff. You see those? Okay, let's put them in here. And so you may be asking why I'm not quarantining. The reason is because this tank is brand new and these fish are all going in the same place. Boom, look at these guys. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Here's the dwarf jumbo kigoma. So one of the things I did with ordering from Dave's Rare Fish is I did not order full-on adults yet. And there is a reason being, I wanted to watch them grow in this aquarium. Ooh, here's the imbita, the compressiceps. Those are already really good size. Yeah! Let me check the water level, make sure it's not gonna go crazy. Hold on, bub. Good, we're looking good so far. Here's some more of the kigoma. Now the whole thing with Lake Tanganyika, hold on, Bubba, don't pick them up yet. The whole thing with Lake Tanganyika is they're not all super brightly colored fish. They all have their own personalities. Oh my goodness. Can you see the lelupe on camera? These are the orange variant, so the more you feed them krill, the more orange they'll get. Oh my goodness. Those are sweet, right? Hold on. All right, and now we've got the ocellatus gold. So these guys are very little, which is super cool. They're like little bulldogs in an aquarium, and we'll show you that in a second. But really, really nice looking fish. No tattered fins. They look very, very healthy. We're approaching the limit, Liam. We're approaching the limit. And here we go, there's more of the kigoma, the dwarf jumbo. Isn't that a funny, the dwarf jumbo. You like those? All right, here are the tropheus. I went with the species Black Bemba just because they're going to be awesome. They're already showing really, really, really good color. So I'm super pumped for them. I ordered quite a few, and so Dave didn't have all of them at the time. And so he said he'd send them to me at a later date, which is perfectly fine with me. But I liked the communication. It was pretty solid. Here is the other 10 of these bad boys, the Bemba. Man, these guys have some really cool colors. And based on their genes and based on their diet, it's only gonna get better. So that's what's really cool. All right, here we go. I don't wanna call this fish rare, but what I will call this fish is not often seen. This is Limnotilapia dardeni or Dardinii. These guys get pretty solid. They're a cool dither fish for Tropheus as long as you have the tank space. So these bad boys, I'm super pumped for because not a lot of people do have them in their aquariums. And if they do, they're not showing them. And so I really thought it'd be a completely different look than the Tropheus, but still offer that diverse biotope, so to speak, in the 220. So we've got the Dardinii, we've got the Bemba, and then we have the Eremotus cynostictus. I say the scientific names not to come off as a jerk, but to simply, somebody's moving something. Don't touch that. Gotta go. So if you haven't noticed, ordered fish from Dave's Rare Fish. Now there are many people out there that have worked with Dave, ordered fish from Dave, but I hadn't. So when I met Dave for the first time in July, I got to know him a little bit better. And he is hands down one of the most down-to-earth, family-oriented fish keeper, hobbyist, business that I have ever met. And he is extremely nice, knowledgeable, and willing to give you any information that you could possibly need. So when I ordered fish from Dave, I wanted to get something that was different than typically what you would see for Lake Tanganyika. So in terms of the 220 behind me, I got some Bemba, Dardinii, and I moved my Eremotus cynostictus, the gobies, from the 75 that I got from Cunningham Cichlids and put them in here. So they are doing fantastic. I think you can see some of them schooling. Now Dave didn't have enough for what I ordered, so immediately he told me that he would send me more once he got them in. I didn't even have to ask. I didn't even have to wait to open the box. It was information that was passed right to me on time. The other great part is I ordered a ton of fish for the community tank that you'll look at in a second, and we'll talk a little bit about how that happened. As you saw the unboxing, you can see that the fish were packaged extremely well. One thing to note, he put a large bag around all of the smaller bags, which was a perfect finishing touch. Now, I don't know who's ever going to be the best in terms of selling or breeding or getting you fish, but I can tell you that Dave's Rare Fish is at the top. Now, I was in contact with Dave because he even texted me today and said, "Did you get your fish? Is everything okay?" Now, most do this, but Dave was a little bit more prompt than a lot. The only downside to Dave is he has a shop. That shop is not open all the time. It's by appointment only. And sometimes Dave can be a little bit difficult to get a hold of, but he does call you back and he will get back to you and he will provide you with a level of attention that you have never seen. Extremely customer service driven, extremely knowledgeable, extremely friendly. You can't go wrong ordering from Dave's Rare Fish. Go to his website, davesfish.com. You look at the list that he's got, send him an email, give him a call. I'm telling you, you won't be sorry. All right, so what we're gonna do here is, now that they've acclimated to the temperature, I'm going to pull the bag out. I'm going to put the net over the bucket. I just got a very small bucket here, and then it'll catch most of the water. I'll move the bag to the box. I wanna keep it as clean and neat as possible because, well, when your spouse is approving of most of this, you wanna make sure that you do all the necessary steps to make sure your area is tidy. And sometimes that means doing it as you go along. So let's get these bad boys in the aquarium. So we just finished the 100-gallon. Now it's on to the 220, and we've got the Bemba and the Dardinii, or Dardinii, however you'd like to pronounce it. So let's get to it, and then we'll grab the camera and I'll show you all the fish and how they're doing. Now I released the Bemba and the Dardinii, and if you've never had Tropheus, they can be buttholes. And so they were packaged 10 to a bag, which is perfectly fine for their size. But one of them took some extreme contact in less than 24 hours. He's still alive, he's still swimming, but he looks he looks tattered, but it's no fault to Dave's Rare Fish. It's just that is Tropheus. And Tropheus, although rewarding, can sometimes be little devils. Now in this community tank, there are a vast array of different fish. And Dave was nice enough to help me pair what he believed was the right fit for this aquarium. That's another thing that he takes a step up. And I will tell you that he will not sell you any fish that don't belong. He's not gonna do the onesies, twosies with some Tropheus. He's not gonna give you a couple of this, a couple of that because you think it's gonna be cool. He does it in the best interest of fish because he has an anchor in this community. And if you talk about Dave's Rare Fish, you'll never hear a bad thing about him. But long story short, I am extremely pleased. His prices are very, very affordable. He is extremely prompt with sending them. He even held them for me. If I paid for them up front, he was willing to hold them for a few months, no questions asked. And the really cool part is I was like, hey man, I'll send you some food. This way you can feed my fish that I've already paid for. And he said, don't worry about it. I got it handled. And to me, that's just icing on the cake. He said he's going to be starting to work on taking photos the best he can to sending them to customers so that customers could potentially see the fish before they arrive. Now this isn't gonna happen 100% of the time, but at least to know he's trying is really cool. Not only was my son super pumped, I was super pumped, and with less than 24 hours, FedEx overnight, the whole box was here with 0 issues. So give it a try. Check him out, give him a call. I'm gonna go read a book to my son because, well, it's almost nap time. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for liking. Check out the description. We got a ton of great offers for you. If you're subscribed to this channel, they're exactly what we want to provide to you for taking the time to watch this video. You know what's next. Tell them. Holla! You gonna try it?